So I want this video to have a both very positive component, but there will be some negativity. So let us begin with the positive. On the AB, or the blog, with the blog man, as I'm going to call him, he had a very interesting conversation with Gerry Armstrong. For those completely new, Gerry has been a very, very long time critic of Scientology. He left the church in the 1980s and has fought for decades with them in the courts. And unfortunately, the court system being very corrupt in the US, he's had a lot of trouble getting his voice and message out. But things are starting to turn around, and he did a very informative discussion with the blog man on the tax status of the church and what could end its exemption. So it should be a cause for celebration, but you have to look depressingly that the video at this point has less than 1,000 views. And during the same time period, it's almost magic to do compare and contrast. There have been a ton of anti-Rinder videos, and they get routinely 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 views. And I'm not really disputing hating Rinder. Rinder is what he is. And if you're not well informed there, as the former head of OSA, he targeted many innocent people, including, yes, Gerry for decades. And Gerry had a very informative revelation that Rinder, to his face, told him that, yes, we are running a black propaganda campaign and we won't stop until you shut up. Gerry has not shut up. So, guess what? The black PR campaign has been persisting for decades and decades. Even after Rinder formally left Scientology, he hasn't done much to stop that PR campaign. Does that mean Rinder is still an OSA? I am doubtful he is technically an OSA person still, but it does go to alarming questions that he is just not going to be very effective stopping Miscavige or the church because he doesn't want to. He just doesn't have a self-interest in stopping them in that hardcore way. He's willing to be critical of Miscavige about this or that, make fun of Tom Cruise, put out those kinds of videos, but anything that is alarmingly threatening to Miscavige, he's not willing to do it. A lot of people suspect, well, maybe he's actually complicit in this or that act. It could just be brutally, very simply, self-interest. It's just pure greed. He just benefits from Miscavige maintaining his hold because it still has billions of dollars, and the church is willing to pay him off, maybe secretly, anonymously, can't say for sure. So he doesn't have a self-interest in stopping the church, stopping a few things by the church, and selectively being outraged at this or that policy by Miscavige, and even attack Miscavige personally. But anything that would legally stop the church, he's just been really pathetic. He just does not do anything that would really actively hurt them. Really, the last thing that was a threat to the church with Rinder was the Rathbun case, and Rathbun sold out, went back to the church, and Mike went off to Hollywood with Lily, and that's it. He put out a good show that had some good information, but it also had a lot of bad information, just a lot of lies and misrepresentations, but he has an Emmy. So that's where we are. Rinder got an Emmy. Miscavige is still in the church, and he's still counting the billions. And Gerry possibly has something very devastating to stop them. But so far, the collective reaction from the SPTV community has been, let's ignore Gerry, which they've been doing for years and years and years. So it's a very sad state of affairs. So please give the conversation a chance. It's very long, but very informative. But now we got to get to the negative stuff, which people don't want to hear with Aaron, because good or bad, and this is Gerry. Gerry said this directly. He was not, quote, coaxed into doing it or coached. He was asked directly. So who has been really behind these attacks? The blogman asked, and Gerry answered. It's not all these big names either, but he did name Aaron, saying Aaron has been doing this. Rinder has been doing this. A few other ideologues have been doing this. They've been consistently attacking him, doubting his mental states, and calling him crazy, a lunatic for attacking the Church of Scientology. So instead of being honored as a hero, which unfortunately I think will be posthumous, he's done a lot of great work for people, but it is the fate of heroes during their lifetime not to be honored correctly. And unfortunately, Gerry's going to be added to the list. But his work is astonishing. His record is very clear. He's just been a really great, consistent, persistent critic of the church. And how does the SBTV Nation honor his service? We're just going to ignore him and distort the record and try to make Aaron into this hero who's going to save us from the Rinderology. We had Scientology, then we had Rinderology, but now we need Aarontology. Well, I'm glad that people are waking up from the Rinder myth of him being a hero, but now people are just trying to force others into the myth that Aaron is our hero, he's the savior. Sign up to the SPTV Nation. Sign up to the SPTV Foundation. Why? It makes no sense. Just because Rinder's a bad guy does not make Aaron a hero. Aaron did something really awful by attacking Gerry and helping Rinder to destroy his reputation. And after all these decades, he was asked directly, and Aaron is still like, I don't think I want to talk to Gerry. I don't think I want to do that. Because Gerry, unfortunately, would have to tell the truth and say, yeah, you've been doing something really awful the last decade and for a very long time, helping Rinder. And that just does not help his hero myth. So it is what it is. And Gerry, give him credit. He could have been taking the easy route, saying, oh, I don't know, maybe Aaron was misled or maybe Rinder tricked him, blah, blah. No, Aaron made a choice. He just tried to destroy Gerry's reputation because he'd rather be with Rinder in Hollywood. And now Aaron is like, I don't need Rinder anymore. I can be in Hollywood by myself. Yes, you can. That's fine. And it's good we're letting go of the Rinder myth. Why should we embrace the myth of Aaron Smith Levin, the new hero? I don't know. Many people keep telling me he's a hero, but when I ask for evidence, they don't really give me anything. But we do have a real hero here with Gerry, and it would be a damn shame if we just let this golden opportunity go. I myself am doubtful this case will destroy Scientology, but we got to give it a shot at least. And so please give that conversation a listen. It's a long conversation, but very informative by a very interesting and very powerful man who has been an actually good critic of the church and has not been given his proper due for a very long time.